What's poppin' YouTube? It's your man King D here. As you see here, I got the Mortal Kombat cabinet sitting here, but this 1 minute, as you look closely, clearly they see this is not the actual Mortal Kombat 2 cabinet. This is actually the Midway Classic arcade cabinet from Arcade1up. This actually comes with 12 games versus the 3 that you get with the Mortal Kombat cabinet. This does come with additional games here. So obviously, let's go run down to the run-of-the-mill games real quick for you guys here. So we have Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat 2, also Mortal Kombat 3, The Booing, Gauntlet, trash, Wizard of War, trash, Jousting, trash, Rampage, actually like Rampage game. This also was actually a cabinet for Arcade1up, I believe. I believe that was a 3-player cabinet too when it did come out. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure they did come out with a Rampage cabinet. Root Beer Tapper is a real good game. Very simple, but very challenging. This is actually one of the games that I've actually played a lot actually on this cabinet, believe it or not. So I actually do like Root Beer Tapper a lot. Defenders is a very old 80s arcade game. Not my style of arcade game, but if you're into that 80s style type shit, this is definitely it for you. Jousting also 80, but I don't like that at all. Bubbles is a real goofy fucking game. You would think it's super stupid. The name sounds stupid when you look at it. You like, this game is not fun, but yo, it got me hooked. It's not a bad game. It's not one of the games that I'll say, you know, play that shit. But yo, this is definitely one of the better games on here out of 12. And Paperboy was the big shocker, biggest please for me out of all the games on here. So obviously between taking out Mortal Kombat, the games that I'll definitely say you want to probably check out on this will be Paperboy, Bubbles, Root Beer Tapper, Rampage is always one of the good ones. The other ones, if you want to try those out, if you like the other games that I named already, so be it. But for me, that's not really one of the games that I care for. So let's talk about this real quick. So one of the new features that they add on here, obviously this does have more games to feature on the emulators for emulator wise. What they did do with this, they did bring back that feature from actually NBA Jam, which I complained about with the Marvel Capcom cabinet. I actually can go in any of these games here. I can change difficulty settings. I can add scan lines. People wanted scan lines actually in the Marvel vs. Capcom cabinet. For some reason, they did not put that in there as an option, but you had it as an option for the NBA Jam. For this one here, I can put scan lines in any and all fucking games here. I know I put scan lines on Mortal Kombat 1 here. Let me check Mortal Kombat 2. So that does have scan lines on Mortal Kombat 2 as well. You can, like I said, you can go in here easily, change difficulty settings so it'd be easier just to. So if you want to put on very easy, or you feel like you're like a top dog of Mortal Kombat or whatever game it is you want to play, you can always change that, put it on very fucking hard, whatever, and go in that way. Also too with games like Bear Tapper that does run off extra men, you can give yourself more extra men if you want, if you please. So that's very nice there. This actually, and also too, one thing that they did that was new here. So if you don't remember the original waves or any other waves before this one here, if you sat on the game way too long, it played the game for you, and the only way you had to leave was by pressing holding player 1 to get up, or player 1 to get up out of it. You don't have to do that right now. This is straight up a demo. This is a straight like demo mode, so you don't have to worry about it. Literally just the flip of the stick, and there you go. Because I didn't press the button, all this but nothing but this a actual playing demo wise of the game. Over time, was I did not know this because I actually had it on, walked away from it and shit. It actually will play a demo video of all 12 games. It will just start cycling through all 12 games on its own. I actually found it very nice. So this way, you know, if you have a showroom and you want to have it on in the corner or something like that, it will just go through all the games and you'll get a bunch of cutscene videos. Like right now, say I didn't move the stick and it went right to Bubbles for you. So now you can see what Bubbles look like without me going to it. It just will just play the game real quick, and then eventually it'll keep playing that cycle real quick, and then it'll go to a whole new game, and it'll just keep going that way. I actually like that. People say that's dumb. They might not like it, but hey, I like it. It's one of the ones that that's very shocking, appreciative of something new that I appreciate from actual Arcade1up. So what I'm gonna do is, about to say fuck bubbles because they're not showing bubbles right now. I thought they would, but I'm gonna actually go into. I'm actually gonna start Mortal Kombat 2 because this actually out of the original three, Mortal Kombat 2 is actually my favorite Mortal Kombat. I just because I feel like they went more detail with the blood and the more gruesome fucking fatalities. I feel like that was more my style. I hated the run button. I hated some of the combo features in Mortal Kombat 3. I just wasn't really a big fan of Mortal Kombat 3 versus Mortal Kombat 2. Nothing wrong with Mortal Kombat 3. This Mortal Kombat 2 was more my thing. And that's why I say, obviously, because they made it to a cabinet. So, obviously, Mortal Kombat 2 was always going to be the winner for me. So, let's go in here. I do have scan lines on. You probably can't see it through the video, but I do have scan lines on. Pick my favorite here. Johnny Cage is one of got like I literally remember both Johnny Cage fatalities, so that's not an issue for me. That's also why I picked him. Between Johnny Cage and Liu Kang, I remember their fucking fatalities. So, bitch, no, get your balls punched. Thank you. So, what about this is, I'm playing real quick. So, say if I gotta use the bathroom, I could just press player 1 and player 2. It paused the game for me. Literally pauses it. If I want to go back into it, yeah, I could easily just come right back to it. Press the start button. Not a problem. Easy enough. So, say I want to restart the game all over again. Say because I lost, I got pissed, or I just didn't want Johnny Cage. I can press start on the reset game and then reset the game all over again. And there you go. Go back to the main menu. Pick a character. Now, say if I don't want to play this game anymore, I want to go somewhere else easily without a quit. Press the button and get back here. Now, why that a big plus? Because, like I said in my previous video, when I did my actual Marvel Capcom review, I hated pressing and holding the start button on the Marvel Superhero cabinet or Marvel Capcom cabinet or even a Turtles cabinet. I fucking hated it. Especially when it came down to the Marvel Superhero cabinet, I feel like pressing and holding the start button was way more harder to get out of a game on Marvel Capcom than any other fucking cabinets for some reason, and I wish they had the live button like NBA Live. Well, I mean, I gotta call NBA Live because that's what they call it on the box. But like I say, like NBA Live, excuse me, damn, NBA Jam. I wish they did that with NBA Jam. While they gave me a live button like NBA Jam, I would have been happy with it. People try to say it would interfere with gameplay. Apparently, people that play NBA Jam online say that button interferes with their gameplay. I don't see how because it's kind of up there, kind of high on the shit. But whatever, I'm not gonna go in that fucking detail. But that's what I wish what they did with this. But to the answer for that was they went into a better solution with this by allowing you to press player 1 and player 2 at the same time. Therefore, you can quit, restart, whatever, pause, and that's again better option than this pressing and holding the start button like this to get up out of it. I hated that. It was just, and then press to the you cheap ass fucking buttons. So now you're killing out your buttons fucking faster by pressing and holding on the shit. But that's what that is. So what else they did here was very good with that. I do like that. Let's talk about the actual visuals of this. So obviously what they did with this was very nice because this is the base model. I did not get the customizer with it. I did not get the light up marquee. I'm so nail picky now. I would love to have light up marquee for all my shit because when this came out, I feel like they should have did lit marquee, but they only did like a special edition version, so you only got a few with that. But and they do have it where you can buy lit marquees on Arcade1up website, but they only come like once in a blue moon, and they're like a bitch. Cause like if you don't get it, they sell out. What the fuck is this? Get off of that. No. I think that's fucking Wizard of War or some dumb shit. I'm not gonna fuck with that. This. We want to play Mortal Kombat. All right. That shit was weird. But yeah, so this did not come with the lit marquees, not come with the fucking customizer. One of the downsides that I did hate about this is if you're gonna come out with the pretty much Mortal Kombat arcade cabinet, I wish they would have had live with this. This do not have live capability, so I could not play Mortal Kombat 3 and find me a match online with this. When I first bought the cabinet and when I was building it, that's what I was hoping. And then when I looked on the back of the screen here, they look at the back of the screen for NBA Jam or even the Capcom cabinet. It has a tether line there, but you see that it actually have a live feature. I should look on the box more, and I didn't. I really wish that this did have live capability where I could play some online if I wanted to with any of these games. I really, really wish that, because that's, to me, was a big giant miss and a big slap in the face. Because especially if you missed the first wave, and then you're starting to have fucking your arcade consoles now having live support. I believe the new X-Men game will have live support. So I would think if you're gonna come out with the Mortal Kombat games, you would definitely, especially with Mortal Kombat, you would definitely have the live support, and that's what they did not do with this. And I feel like that was like a big major miss and blow. And I wish they would have did this with this. Is this that's like a super miss, and I feel like it's very stupid for you to not to have live on this. But that's like a giant miss to me, especially when, like I said, it's a new thing that you've been putting on your newer arcade cabinets. Especially with, like I said, you're redoing it, and you get a whole new makeup, like what you did with the visuals and shit for this looking at it, the aesthetics. Like, so, and when I say what they did new here, so here's one of the new things that I was going to talk about before I got distracted with the lit marquees. So this arcade cabinet here has a big forehead. Now, when I say big forehead, I'm gonna say like a Tyra Banks Rihanna fucking forehead. That's what this what this had. This has a bigger cranium than what the original arcade cabinet had. So any wave from, I think this is wave 4. Any wave from fucking 1 through 3, they all have the same foreheads. Like they're as you see here, looking at it, this is, I can't see on a video, but this is a little bit taller up this way, and the forehead is flat. As you see here, this forehead is popped all the way out here, and it's out here. It's like really in your face. And this is more of the real arcade look. This is the real arcade look here from this wave that they're coming out with now. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be the standard wave look from here on out. So this is your more realistic arcade look approach. This is your homemade bullshit that they give you. Now, not saying that this cabinet is bullshit, but I'm just saying they went more real arcade approach with this. Another thing is that I noticed that they did was too, not only is this a little shorter and this a little wide out, the control panel, I'm not sure. I feel like this is also very smaller than the original waves of 1 through 3, because when I built it, I actually had to put 2 wood panels on the side here that comes in the packaging that I didn't put in any of the waves here, just to hold the actual control deck on this. And also, with that being said, is looking at it from just looking at this wave versus the older wave, you clearly they see that they cut off a good 20% of the wood there, and where it is a flush panel. So I don't have more access space from screen to controls. I feel like it's just straight controls. So I feel like that's what they did differently with the controls there. Another thing that they did was they took one of my ideas. I'm telling you, look at any of my arcade video rants, how I said I hate how you put the list of titles of games in my face. I'm like, we don't need the list of the damn games, because we all know the list and titles of the games that's on the Arcade1up cabinet. Why the fuck you don't put the list of the games of the front? Why don't you give me an arcade door? So here's your arcade coin door right here. Now, this is not a real door. You do have people on YouTube that's been putting in real arcade doors where you can put a real quarter or old Chuck E. Cheese token or whatever fucking type coin you want in this. And actually had you hear the actual click when it goes down there, and you hear it drops. The sound effects that I'm actually having that is amazing. But I don't have none of my arcade machines here. But with this, it does still give you that old school arcade look there, and I do appreciate that. Regardless if it is just a decal there, that does bring back that old school nostalgic look there. So I do appreciate them doing that as well. So that's one of the new things that they did with that is with this coin door. Also too, I know with the later on games down the line, because this does have 12, and I don't think they want to put all 12 down there. I know with the when I keep looking at the artwork for the X-Men cabinet, because that comes with 3 games. It will still say the games on there, but it'd be very like small fire print. You see, you probably can't see it because I made it in a fucking way, but it says Midway Classic Arcade. It still says the other 3 games on there for the actual X-Men cabinet, which I'm planning on. That's the next one I want to get. That's the biggest one I want to get. That's like the main one I want to get. That's the main one I've been fucking hounding. So whenever that drops, I will be on it. You will get a review on that too as well. But yeah, that's one of the things that they put on there. But yeah, if you miss pretty much all in all, if you missed the actual wave one of the Mortal Kombat cabinet, and this, if you happen to come across this at your local Walmart, this retail for actual $2.99, plus the riser is $4.99. Pretty much total price is $3.50. Because I think it's hard now to actually get the actual one with the lip marquee and the custom riser, which would be $400, which would be just little 50 more. But obviously, it's not all that simple. As long as you get the games, that's all that matters to me right now. You could easily custom mod this, especially this later on down the line. But if you did not get that and you want that, this is definitely the arcade cabinet to get for that $300 mark. Just because you are getting the additional 9 games. The 9 games make a big ass fucking difference. And that definitely helps. Especially when the fact that when the first wave came out with only 3 games, that was already 300. Or yeah, I think it was 300 when it came out. So with that being said, and you're looking at this, you're getting 12 for 300. That's definitely worth the money. I'm sorry for the people that have brought the Mortal Kombat wave 1, and then you gotta deal with the first wave sufferings of not being able to turn down your volume properly, only having one speaker, all that other bullshit. But yeah, this is definitely well worth the purchase. Once again, like I said, I'm trying to get the X-Men cabinet. That'll be my next one I want to get. If I stumble upon the Street Fighter Legacy arcade cabinet, that will be something I will be purchasing as well. That also comes with 12 games. So if you want the X-Men Legacy cabinet, I believe Walmart said they're selling that on the website, but they look like they're only selling the actual full-blown bundle with the lip marquee and riser for $400. That's what the website's saying. I'm not saying, that's gonna be in stores, but hopefully I can see the X-Men Legacy one in stores. I'd love to have that as well. My son's more of a Street Fighter fan than a Mortal Kombat fan. Yes, he knows what the characters from Mortal Kombat, but he's more like, fuck it, I'd rather play fucking Street Fighter. But I'm pretty sure if I had Street Fighter or this to pick from, he's gonna pick Street Fighter over Mortal Kombat, and I probably would have brought that just because he's gonna get more of enjoyment out of it than me. I don't know why. Oh, I said it got quiet on me. So that kind of irritated me. But alright, YouTube, I'm gonna play me some little bit of Mortal Kombat 3 here. Pick my man Jackson mean in the meanwhile. But alright, man, it's your man King D1 with a quick review. And I know I put my cell phone up to record this because I had to do it up because I did it long ways. Video did not come out well. So I was like, fuck it, let me just redo it and put it long ways. You can see the whole everything. But alright, YouTube, it's your man King D1.